Edwin Bear, I had a question about the interstitial shots with the metal plates. The ones that read MythBusters, busted, confirmed, or plausible. Hold on, I'm gonna grab one. Oh yeah, I'm not tethered, hold on. 20 seconds. Oh, I'm still mic'd, so you can still hear me. Hang on, I'm just gonna grab one here. Here we go. Yep. Oh, there we go. So here are the last set of signs, and I believe Tori Fink made molds of these, and I got a set of castings of them before we retired them. These are the metal plates, and these existed just because I loved using a plasma cutter in the first pilots of MythBusters. I cut a full set of these out. And I think the MythBuster one walked. I'm pretty sure the MythBuster one walked unless, well, anyway. These are the metal plates that Edwin Bear is asking about. Were those shot by the crew in San Francisco or by the production team in Australia? Yeah, so no, it was all done in San Francisco. It was all done in San Francisco. And the production team in Australia was really, it was producing, writing, and editing, not shooting. Also, they did digital. Katie in digital was bloody genius the last few years of MythBusters, doing all those on-screen graphics that I was getting to interact with. But no, the production separation was that everything got filmed in San Francisco, everything got post-productioned in Sydney, Australia. But the filming of these, the MythBusters station IDs, as well as the busted, plausible, and confirmed signs, these were where the camera crew got to have fun. As you can see from a lot of the setups where they got to go. So frequently, Jamie and I were not filming out on the floor, nor were we, frequently we were not filming out on the floor. We were in our offices actually doing research on the next upcoming story or doing designs on the next build we were going to do. And the camera crew was idle while we were upstairs doing that. That was a reasonable amount of the time that was the case. And so when they were not occupied filming us, they would go downstairs and all of our cameramen, Timmy and Saws and Coley and Heapy and Paul Henry, they all did different ideas and executed different things. And sometimes second camera would have fun doing it. Yeah, it was. So whenever you see those specific setups where like a fuse is going by or there's fire in the background, just know that like there's 2 or 3 or sometimes more camera people there just having a fun afternoon, sort of buttoning down a whole bunch of these things. And I always like going down when they were doing it because it's like that was their creative fun. You know, there were no restrictions on what they could do within reason. Michael Liebelfinger says that he's often wondered how the final decision on confirmed, plausible, busted came about. Was it a group effort of hosts or producers, or did the hosts working on a particular myth decide or have final say? He mainly wonders because the eye patch myth in the Pirate special was confirmed, and yet it was plausible. Plausible was it absolutely a verb. We plausibled that. Most of the time it was obvious. Most of the time, busted, plausible, confirmed was totally obvious. Every now and then, we would get to the end of a story and realize that like Jamie and I had been approaching it from 2 completely different angles. Like it also all depended upon the setup. How did you set up the story? Sometimes we got to the end and we realized we had to reshoot the opening blueprint because we didn't set it up correctly. And yeah, I am saying we didn't set it up correctly to get to the answer we wanted at the end. That's not to say that we adjusted the answer to our pleasure, but we definitely did adjust sometimes the opening blueprint to narratively accommodate what was going to happen that we didn't know at the very beginning when we shot that. I wish I had a specific example of this. The eye patch, I will tell you, the reason it wasn't confirmed is because we felt, I think at the time, to confirm that would be to say, we guarantee that pirates wore eye patches so that they could see in the dark when they invaded another ship. And I recognize we could have set it up as, does wearing an eye patch make it better to see in the enemy ship, which is totally a reasonable thing. But I think that the way we set that one up, we had to call it plausible instead of confirmed. Specifically, again, because we wouldn't confirm something unless 100% we know it was physically possible, but usually often we had to know that it had actually happened too. That was another reason we would confirm something. Otherwise, we considered it more scientifically valid to say, while we have confirmed that the physics work, as to whether or not this is what happened, we have to just say it's plausible instead of confirmed. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us even further, you can by becoming a tested member. Details are, of course, below, but it includes all sorts of perks, and we're building them all the time. You get advanced word and behind-the-scenes photos of some of our projects. Questions, you get to ask direct questions during my live streams, and we have some members-only videos, including the Adam real-time series of unbroken, unedited shots of me working here in the shop. They are weirdly meditative. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one.